Athena. Genre: psychological horror. Supernatural tone: slow burn, unsettling, mythological, cerebral setting. A remote archaeological dig site in Greece and a hidden underground temple. An ambitious archaeologist unearths a lost temple dedicated to the goddess Athena, only to awaken an ancient curse that twists divine wisdom into madness, forcing her to unravel a myth buried in blood before it consumes her mind. The Awakening, University Auditorium. Knight Dr. Lyra Kalos, a brilliant but emotionally distant archaeologist, gives a lecture on forbidden temples of Greek antiquity. She references a lost temple, the Athena Umbrarum, supposedly dedicated to a forgotten aspect of the goddess, Athena of Shadows. Afterward, she receives a cryptic letter and old journal from her estranged father, a disgraced archaeologist who disappeared years ago, pointing to the temple's real location in northern Greece. The Descent Remote Mountain Range. Lyra leads a small team: tech expert Ravi, grad student Mara, and skeptical local guide Nikos to the site. They discover the entrance hidden beneath a landslide. Strange symbols, not matching known Greek dialects, line the walls. Inside, statues of Athena appear, but wrong, twisted, eyes gouged, owls with bleeding wings, shields made of human faces. Whispers begin. At night, dreams plague the team. Visions of an ancient war, Athena casting down a monstrous child of hers, an idea made flesh, a parasite of divine knowledge that was locked away. Until now. The Madness, Underground Temple. Night. The deeper they go, the more reality unravels. Ravi disappears. Mara scribbles gibberish in blood and vanishes. Nikos hangs himself under a statue of Athena, claiming she watches with 1,000 eyes. Lyra begins to lose her grip, the line between herself and Athena blurring. Flashbacks to her childhood hint that she may have been brought here for a reason, the same reason her father came and stayed. She realizes the temple is alive, a metaphysical trap. The original Athena sealed away not just knowledge, but an aspect of herself, darker, violent, beyond mortal understanding. The Offering. Lyra finds a chamber with a pool of black water, a mirror of truth. She sees herself in ancient robes, crowned with a helm of bone. She is the vessel for the return of the shadow Athena. To stop it, she must perform a ritual of forgetting, giving up everything she knows, including her name, past, and self. The Silence of Wisdom. Mountainside Dawn. A lone shepherd finds a woman wandering, blank-faced and silent. She has no memory, no name, but carries a coin in a hand marked with an owl missing its eyes. University Basement. Night. A student finds Lyra's recovered journals. She opens one. The whispering starts again. Cold open, candle-lit temple chamber. Night, circa 1994. Flickering flames, shadows dance on the walls of a buried stone chamber. Theokalos, 50s, weathered, frantic, scribbles glyphs in a tattered journal. He whispers to himself in ancient Greek, half-mad, eyes wide with fear. Dr. Kalos, muttering. She was never just wisdom. They lied. She demanded silence, not truth. A low hum echoes through the chamber, unnatural, like the sound of 1,000 voices whispering in unison. One of the statues, a figure of Athena, but her face is worn smooth, no features, begins to weep black ichor from its eyes. Dr. Kalos, screaming, "I gave you everything. Why won't you let me go?" He clutches the journal to his chest. The whispering swells. His body contorts unnaturally. He falls back, limbs cracking, as his mouth opens impossibly wide. A silent scream. Cut to black. Midway into the Descent Temple, the Chamber of Truth. Night. Dr. Lyra Kalos, 30s. sharp-eyed, emotionally repressed, carefully leads her team into a newly unearthed part of the temple. The walls are carved with hundreds of owl eyes, watching. Ravi, nervous. These aren't Greek. They're older. Proto-something. They're watching us. Mara. They say Athena's owl sees all, but this feels wrong. These eyes don't blink. A low rumble. Dust falls from the ceiling. A stone door behind them slams shut. The light dims. The torches flicker blue. Suddenly, a statue turns its head. Just a little. Lyra. Did you? Our AVI number. That didn't move. That couldn't have moved. One wall starts to shift. It's not a wall at all, but a massive relief of Athena's face. Upside down, her mouth agape. Inside it, stairs descending into complete blackness. Mara. That's a mouth. It wants us to go in. Lyra. Coldly. Then let's give it what it wants. The ritual room. Climax. Final chamber. The mirror of wisdom. Night. Lyra stands alone. Her clothes are torn. Her hands are covered in blood. Not all of it hers. Her team is gone. The massive mirror of obsidian before her pulses softly, like a heartbeat. A voice begins to whisper. Her own voice, but distorted, ancient. The mirror reflects her not as she is, but as a version of Athena, blood-crowned, her eyes glowing white. Athena's voice. Vo. You wanted knowledge, and you took it. What have you paid? Lyra, trembling. I didn't come here to worship. I came to understand. Athena's voice. Vo. Then understand this. Wisdom is a weapon, and every weapon leaves wounds. The mirror begins to crack. From the fractures, feathers drift out, black, tarred, twitching. A moment of clarity. Lyra kneels and begins the ritual of forgetting, whispering her own name over and over until it becomes meaningless. Lyra Kalos. Lyra Kalos. Lyra Kalos. Lyra Ka-lo. Her reflection fades. Only the featureless statue remains in the mirror. She opens her eyes. Empty. Calm. Small village. Day. A young girl finds a woman collapsed in a field. Muddy, blank eyes, clutching a silver coin. Girl. Miss, are you lost? The woman, Lyra, looks up, says nothing. The girl reaches out. Whispers resume. The echo of names. Tunnel system. Deep below the temple. Night, Lyra and Mara crawl through a narrow passage, lit only by their helmet lights. Walls are inscribed with names, tens of thousands of them, carved in tiny script. Mara. These names. They're all women. Ancient Greek, some Persian, Latin. Lyra. It's a list. Sacrifices, maybe? Mara. Reading. Cassia of Delos, Iphita of Mycenae, Helena of... Pauses. Wait. Lyra of Thebes. Lyra. Number? No, that can't be right. Mara shines a light further. Another carving. Lyra of Athens. Another. Lyra, daughter of Kalos. Mara. Lyra. It's you. This place knew you were coming. Their lights flicker. In the silence, hundreds of soft voices begin to whisper her name. Over and over. Voices whisper. Lyra. 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 You are forgiven. Altar. A stone covered with fire. 6 statues of Athena, each different. Some wise and serene, others monstrous, warlike, blindfolded. A shattered owl mask lies in the center. When Lyra picks it up, she has a vision. An ancient priestess is dragged screaming onto the altar. Her mouth is sewn shut. The statue of Athena watches, eyes glowing. The crowd chants, silence is truth. Forgetting is freedom. The tongue lies, the mind betrays. Back to present. Lyra drops the mask. Her hands the inner sanctum. Night. Lyra finds a hidden door in the temple floor, opens it to reveal a long vertical tunnel. She descends a rusty ladder into a cold, wet archive room. Instead of scrolls or tablets, The walls are lined with preserved human heads, each with their mouths stitched shut, eyes wide open, trapped in terror. Each head has a name carved into the base. One is labeled Dr. Theo Carlos. Lyra falls to her knees. Tears form. She touches the glass. Her father's eyes blink. His stitched mouth twitches. Dr. Carlos, muffled, telepathic, echoing. You came too far, Lyra. You asked too many questions. Lyra, I just wanted to know the truth. Dr. Carlos, truth is a flame, and you are only paper.
Blackwood Prison. Night a towering, crumbling structure stands in the middle of nowhere. Rain pours as lightning flickers above. Van, moving. Night 5 young documentary filmmakers sit inside. MY, 24. Leader, skeptical but brave JX, 26. Tech nerd, comic relief Layla, 25. Psychic sensitive, anxious Marcus, 28. Ex-military, protective Brian, 22. Cameraman, quiet observer. They drive toward the old Blackwood prison, cameras ready. Maya, tonight, we document the infamous Blackwood. They say no one who entered the isolation wing ever came back out sane. Layla, whispering, some didn't come out at all. Blackwood Prison. Main hall. Night the team enters through rusted gates. Darkness consumes them. Their flashlights cast long shadows on peeling walls. JX, this place smells like demon, but Marcus, stay close. No splitting up. They nod and move deeper in. Block C. Cell corridor. Later Maya films while Brian follows her. Maya, Block C. Once home to the most violent prisoners. Some claim to see inmates talking to the walls, others to shadows. Layla, distant, touching the wall. They never left. The team stops. Maya, Layla, you okay? Layla, in trance. They're still in the cells, but they're not alive. The light above flickers. A door slams far down the hall. Control room. Night jacks boots up the prison's ancient system. Static blares across screens, then clears. JX, whoa, these old cameras still work. They see feed, cell doors swinging, though no one touches them. One camera glitches and shows a prisoner staring directly into the lens. No eyes, just sockets. JX, Suinteed, what the? Static again. Solitary block. Night the group enters a wing with heavy silence. The air grows colder. Layla, they called it Dead Man's Row. Maya, because the prisoners here died before their sentences were over. Layla, whispers, no, because they died after. Something kept them here. Brian, guys, I don't like this place. Suddenly, all 5 of their flashlights go out. Total darkness. V-speed. Oh, you shouldn't have come. Isolation cell. Unknown time, Marcus wakes up alone inside a cell. Blood smeared on the wall. Repent or rot. He looks around. Marcus, Maya. Jax. Anybody. He tries the door. It's locked. Then, clang, clang, clang. From the other side of the wall, he peeks through the slot and sees an empty hallway, but the shadows are moving. Then a face slams into the slot from the outside. Ghastly, decayed, screaming. Cut to black. Block B. Later Maya, Jax, and Layla regroup. JX, Marcus, and Brian are gone. Layla, this prison is feeding off us. It wants to split us apart. Maya, we're getting out. Now, suddenly, alarms blare. Red emergency lights flash. Doors slam shut behind them. Prison intercom, distorted. Inmate 666, return to cell. Inmate 666, not compliant. JX, inmate 666. That's not funny. Layla, that's the warden's number. They freeze. Flashback sequence. Distorted black and white footage, quick cuts of a cruel warden beating inmates. Prisoners hanged, screaming. Rituals in the dark. A hidden door with ancient symbols carved into it. The warden carving numbers into his own skin. Layla V. He didn't run a prison. He built a prison for souls. Secret chamber. Night, they find a hidden staircase beneath the chapel. It leads down to a stone crypt. Tattered robes, prison chains, occult carvings, dried blood on the altar. Maya, this isn't just a prison. It's a place of sacrifice. They find a book, the Warden's Journal. Maya, reading, "Those who trespass without guilt shall be broken, but the guilty shall be kept." Suddenly, the room shakes. Whispers flood their ears. Layla, possessed, he's coming. She begins to bleed from the eyes. Hallway. Same time Marcus runs through flickering lights. He sees Brian in a cell, still facing the corner. Marcus Brian? Brian turns. His face is gone, a hollow mask of flesh. Forest Road. Night, a dense fog rolls over an empty two-lane road. Headlights cut through it as a single car creeps forward. CR, Night Claire, 30s, sharp-eyed, haunted, grips the steering wheel tightly. Her breath is visible. It's cold. The radio crackles static. Her phone buzzes. "Caller ID, Dad." She doesn't answer. She glances at the rear-view mirror. Nothing. Suddenly, something darts across the road. She slams the brakes. The car skids and comes to a stop. Breathing heavily, she looks around. Claire, whispering, "What the hell was that?" She gets out. Road. Continuous, the mist hangs heavy. No sign of anything. She walks to the front of the car. No damage. She sighs in relief. She turns to head back, then freezes. A figure stands in the fog, 20 feet away. Back turned. "Claire, hey, are you okay?" The figure doesn't move. "Claire, so indeed. You need help?" The figure starts walking backwards toward her. Smooth, silent. "Claire, what the—" She steps back. The figure is now close enough to see it's her, or someone who looks exactly like her, except her doppelganger's eyes are glassy, her mouth slack. She's moving entirely in reverse, every motion unnatural. "Claire, con—" No. Her doppelganger opens her mouth. From it, a guttural reverse scream echoes. Blood begins to pour backward into her mouth. Claire screams. Cut to black. Claire's bedroom. Morning, Claire bolts upright in bed, gasping, drenched in sweat. Jump cut. Her alarm goes off. Sexual morgens. She looks around. Her bedroom is normal, bright, safe. She exhales. Bathroom. Moments later, she brushes her teeth. Speech. As she raises her head to look in the mirror, her reflection is still brushing. Out of sync. Then it starts moving backward. She gasps and stumbles back. The reflection continues brushing calmly in reverse, then smiles with bloody teeth. Claire shatters the mirror with a scream. INT. Psychiatrist office. Day. Claire sits across from DR. Levine, 50s, calm, clinical. Claire's lifetime is folding in on itself. Things are going backward, but only for me. Levine could be a dissociative episode. PTSD. You've had trauma, Claire. The accident. Claire, don't talk about that. Don't you dare, DR. Levine, Claire, you're blaming yourself for something no one could have stopped. That crash. Your sister didn't make it. You did. Claire clenches her jaw, fighting back tears. Levine. Indeed. Grief can manifest as visions, delusions, but they're not real. Claire suddenly looks past him. Behind DR, Levine, the window outside begins to ripple, like time itself is rewinding. A bird flies backward. Claire stands. Claire, this isn't grief. This is something else. Something wants me to go back. INT. Claire's house. Night. Claire flips through old photo albums. Stops on one. Her and her sister Emily, 20s, laughing on a beach. She starts crying. Suddenly, the photo warps. The ink bleeds in reverse. Her sister's body fades from the photo like she was never there. Claire gasps. Her phone buzzes. Text, "Help me. Emily." Her blood runs cold. The timestamp on the message says, April 14th, 2024, 11:03 p.m. Today is April 15th, 2025. A message from the past. INT. Basement. Night. Claire descends into her basement. Lights flicker. She finds an old VCR and a stack of tapes marked Emily, 2022. She loads a tape. On screen, Emily speaks into the camera. Emily, on tape. If you're watching this, I think I figured it out. Time isn't what we think. Death isn't either. When someone dies, they don't leave. They rewind over and over. Claire leans in. Emily, on tape. you'll see them walking backward, talking in reverse. It means they're stuck, but if you follow them, you might go back too. Suddenly, the tape starts playing in reverse. Emily's face twists unnaturally, her voice distorting. Claire YNKs the tape out. Sunset, a rusty pickup truck drives along an empty road. Fields stretch endlessly. The sun bleeds into the horizon. Truck, continuous. Nadia, 28, skeptical, sarcastic, drives. Her younger brother, Jamie, 17, sensitive, artistic, stares out the window, headphones on. Nadia is still sure this place isn't haunted. Jamie, it's a house, not a monster. Nadia, then why did Aunt Lena give it to us like it was cursed treasure? Jamie smirks, doesn't answer. They drive toward a lonely, deteriorating farmhouse. Farmhouse. Night. The house is ancient. Wallpaper peels like shedding skin. A large grandfather clock ticks in the corner. Jamie walks through the house, sketching on a notepad. He stops in front of a door at the end of a hallway. It's sealed shut with old nails and scratch marks. Jamie, quietly, why nail a door shut from this side? He touches the doorknob. It's ice cold. Bedroom. Later that night, Nadia lays in bed, scrolling through her phone. Suddenly, her screen glitches, then goes black. She sits up, thud, from the hallway. She grabs a flashlight and walks out. Hallway. Continuous. She sees Jamie standing in front of the sealed door, hand on it. Nadia, what are you doing? Jamie, I heard someone inside. Nadia, there's no one in there. Jamie looks terrified. Jamie, but I heard my voice calling for help. Nadia pulls him away. Kitchen. Morning. Nadia and Jamie sit in silence. Nadia, you think the room's haunted? Jamie doesn't respond, just draws something in his notebook. He turns it around. It's a picture of the sealed door, open, with a black figure standing inside. Nadia stares at it. Nadia, so indeed, we need to leave. Living room. Night. Nadia packs a bag. Jamie's upstairs. Suddenly, the grandfather clock chimes. Midnight. Then, it ticks backward. Lights flicker. The house groans. She hears a sound like breathing coming from the hallway. Hallway. Continuous. She walks slowly toward the sealed door. Claire, I'm going to bring you back. INT. Abandoned hospital. Night. Claire enters the hospital where Emily died. It's been closed since the crash. Her flashlight flickers. She moves down a corridor. Suddenly, she hears whispers. Backward whispers. She turns. Behind her, Emily stands, eyes lifeless, covered in blood, moving in reverse. Claire's eyes well up. Claire, Emily, please. Emily turns and starts walking backward down the hallway. Claire follows. INT. Operating room. Moments later, the room is filled with VHS tapes. Hundreds, playing scenes from Claire's life in reverse. She walks among them. Each TV shows a moment. Childhood, teen years, the day of the crash. All playing backward. Claire, this is where it started. She sees the car crash playing in reverse. The twisted wreckage unscrambling. Glass flying upward. Emily's body reassembling. Claire steps closer to the screen. Her reflection on the glass. Then, she's pulled through. INT. The crash. Night. Claire sits behind the wheel. Emily beside her. Everything is eerily quiet. She looks at her sister. Emily, Claire? Are you okay? Claire gasps. Claire, I'm back. She looks ahead. The truck that hit them is moments away from impact. She tries to grab Emily. Yells. Claire, so indeed, get out. Now. But Emily can't hear her. It's too late. The crash happens. INT. White void. Timeless. Claire floats in a white space. Disoriented. Voices echo backward. Time is fragmented. She sees Emily. Calm now. Emily, you came back for me. But this isn't how you fix it. Claire, I just wanted to save you. Emily, you don't need to die to let go. You need to stop trying to rewind. Let me go. Claire shakes her head. Claire, I can't. Emily, then you'll stay here. In reverse. Forever. Emily turns, walks backward into the void. INT. Claire's bedroom. Morning. Claire bolts upright again. Breathing heavy. Sexual Maltons. Mirror intact. Phone silent. It's now unnailed. Open slightly. She pushes it. INT. The hollow room. Continuous. The room is pitch black. No windows. No furniture. Just endless, impossible dark. Vispir. Oh. Nadia. She turns. No one behind her. Suddenly, the door slams shut. INT. The hollow room. Unknown time. Nadia lights a match. The flame barely illuminates her face. She walks forward. Every direction looks the same. Then, a shape appears. A shadowy figure, tall, wrong. Voice whispered, "Welcome back." Nadia back. The shadow steps forward. It's her, but twisted, pale, empty-eyed. Doppelganger. Nadia, you left us here. You always do. The ground beneath her cracks. Nadia, no. This isn't real. The world around her warps, bending like liquid. INT. Bedroom. Morning. Nadia wakes up, gasping, covered in sweat. She runs to find Jamie. INT. Hallway. Moments later, the sealed door is gone. In its place, a wall. She touches it. Solid. Nadia, Jamie? She rushes to his room. INT. Jamie's room. It's empty. No bed. No this. Just an old sketchbook on the floor. She picks it up. Inside. Page 1. Drawing of the hollow room. Page 2. A sketch of Nadia. Lost inside it. Page 3. A final page. You can't shut the door if you're already inside. Nadia's hands tremble. She turns. Behind her, in the corner of the room, her own doppelganger. It smiles. Suburban neighborhood. Night quiet. A light rain falls. Street lamps flicker. INT. Bedroom. Night. Tara, 22, university student, curious but anxious, is scrolling through TikTok. A video plays. TikTok girl V. If you whisper your name into a mirror at 3:33 a.m. and ask, "Who's watching me?" you'll find out. But don't look away and never run. Tara rolls her eyes. Tara, yeah, right? She glances at her clock. 3:31 nachts. INT. Bathroom. 3:33 a.m. Tara stands in front of the mirror. Lights off. Only candlelight. Tara, whispering, "Tara, who's watching me?" She waits. Silence. Then, the candle flickers. Her reflection doesn't move. She leans in. Suddenly, the reflection smiles. But she didn't. Tara jumps back. The mirror begins to fog over from the inside. Letters appear in the condensation. "I am." She gasps and bolts. INT. Kitchen. Minutes later, Tara paces. Shaken. Her roommate, Lucy, 23, practical, protective, enters, sleepy. "Lucy, what are you doing up?" Tara, "Something's wrong. I did that stupid mirror challenge." And Lucy, something smile back. Lucy frowns. "Lucy, you've been watching too much creepypasta. Just forget it." Tara, "I felt something. I wasn't alone." Suddenly, the lights flicker. Lucy sighs, annoyed, and flips the switch. Nothing happens. From upstairs, footsteps. Lucy, so indeed. Is someone here? They look at each other. Then, a whisper from the hallway. Whisper Tara. INT. Hallway. Continuous. Tara and Lucy creep upstairs. At the end of the hall, the bathroom door is slightly ajar. Whispers continue. Louder. Whisper, "Oh, don't look away." They open the bathroom door. INT. Bathroom. Night. Everything is dark. Suddenly, the mirror cracks. Tara screams. In the reflection, a figure stands behind them. But when they turn, no one's there. Lucy pulls her out. INT. University library. Next day, Tara and Lucy sit at a table with old newspapers and books. Lucy, "It's not a TikTok trend. This mirror thing, it goes back decades." She lays out an article. Unsolved disappearance. Local girl vanishes after mirror ritual. Tara, it says she saw a man in the mirror, that he told her to keep watching. Lucy, and then she just disappeared. Tara goops. INT. Bedroom. Night. Tara sets up a camera facing her mirror. She looks into it. Clock ticks to 3:33 a.m. Tara, whispering, "Tara, who's watching me?" Nothing. Then, camera glitches. The screen warps. Tara's reflection begins to move, twitchy, stuttered, out of sync. Suddenly, it reaches through the mirror. A black hand emerges. Tara screams and throws the lamp. The mirror shatters. INT. Living room. Next, Lucy inspects the broken mirror pieces. Lucy, "We need to get rid of all reflective surfaces. If this thing's using mirrors, it's watching through them." Tara nods, scared out of her mind. She picks up her phone to call her mom. Screen glitches. Her own face shows up, but mouth sewn shut. Night. Tara's room. She covers the TV, unplugs everything, even wraps her phone in a towel. She lays in bed. 3:33 nachts. She opens her eyes. Her dresser mirror is uncovered. Tarano, I covered that. She sits up. In the mirror, her bed is empty. She's not in the reflection. Then, her reflection walks into frame, slowly, wearing a horrible grin. Vispir, oh, I see you. Her reflection turns her head unnaturally and stares directly at her. Lucy's room. Same night, Lucy wakes up to a thud. She walks out. Tara is gone. Door wide open. On Tara's mirror, a new message in fog. She saw too much. Park. Next morning, Tara is found walking barefoot in the woods. Blank expression. Doesn't speak. Lucy runs to her. Lucy, Tara. You're okay. But Tara just stares at her. Behind Lucy, in a puddle, Tara's reflection smiles. University library. Night Lucy reads the final line of the old article. Once the mirror knows your name, it never stops watching. She looks at her reflection in the window. Her reflection doesn't blink. Fade to black. Title card. Whispers at 3:33.